So there's been a lot of people telling me, "Hey, Gabe, you should do a podcast, right? You know a lot of stuff, right?" Well, this one is for you, New York Money. I had this thing in the box for a long time. I was afraid. I was scared to take it out. I was scared of what might happen. Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot bigger things in this world to be scared about than a microphone in a box. Actually, there's not things to be scared about. But the most important thing that you have to be aware of is you need to stop having judgment. Like we're not gods. Judgment is reserved for the God, the Creator, and we are not on His level. So when you pass judgment on another human being, you're trying to assert dominance or some kind of a righteousness or some bullshit where you're just trying to say I'm better than you. So don't think about good and evil. Good and evil is fairy tale. Look, think about positive, harmonious energy and disharmonious energy. So think about it like this. If your body is like an instrument, right? Your body's like a guitar. If a guitar gets out of tune, even a good player can't make an out of tune guitar sound good. Now, if you tune up a guitar really good, even a mediocre player can make a guitar sound good. And yes, I do have a speech impediment, and it's like 5 a.m. in the morning, so get off me, homie. So anyways, so back to resonance and vibrations. So everything is a vibration, dude, if you think about it. Sound is a vibration. My voice over the airwaves to the microphone is a vibration. And then we're taking these vibrations and we're repeating them over and over again. And you're boosting my signal, and I'm boosting you. I'm boosting you right now. You don't even know it because I'm a peep game on you right now. Check it. The entire Earth is surrounded by a magnetic field. This magnetic field gives us our direction on our compass. Magnetic north, south, east, and west. Now, the magnetic field is actually a force shield, like as if it's in Star Wars. Like the force shield that protects the Death Star. Well, we have a force shield around our Death Star, which is the magnetic field. So, if the entire Earth has a magnetic field, and everything on Earth has a magnetic field, then we're all just magnetized together at the same time, okay? And what you don't understand is when you pass through people's auras, and you pass through their fields, you pick up and you leave things. We're messy, we're dirty. How many times you wash your hair? You wash your hair every day. How many times you wash your face? You wash your face every day. How many times you brush your teeth? You brush your teeth every day. When was the last time you brushed your soul off? When was the last time you dusted your aura off? When was the last time you blessed your aura? When was the last time you calibrated your aura? Have you ever tuned your aura? Do you even know what an aura is? Do you know what an aura is? It's our magnetic field that we have around ourselves. It's basically the force. When they talk about Star Wars, the force be with you, they're talking about the magnetic field that's around everything. And if you learn to see the magnetic fields, you can actually see them around living creatures. You can see birds have magnetic fields. And fish and sharks. Don't you know that sharks use magnetic fields to hunt fish? That's why they're so deadly killers. They use electricity. Your whole brain runs on electricity. The electricity in your body, your spirit, which drives your electricity, your magnetic field, tells your brain to release chemicals that make you happy and sad. It's all, you're electric. You have a positive pole and a negative pole. We're all bipolar. We're all bipolar because we have ups and downs, you know? Everyone has that. You know, when people talk about mental illness and they're like, oh, blah, 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 you're labeled as this, you're labeled as that, that's bullshit because you don't live my life, dude. How can you fucking tell me who I am or what I am if you don't live and walk in my shoes? And I have big shoes to fill. I wear size 15 shoes. So you need to walk a mile in my size 15s and see how that feels. You know, it's different, okay? Everybody is different. We all have trauma. You know, the person that has a perfect life, that has never received trauma, hasn't really even lived, right? They don't even know they can survive that shit. Like, don't be like, oh, what was me? You know, this bad thing happened and that bad thing happened. What you're doing is you're creating disharmonious energy, right? You're ruminating on a disharmonious idea of something bad happening to you, right? You should be ruminating on your blessings. Like, what's good in your life? Did you eat this morning? Was that good? Do you have running water in your house? Is that good? Do you have air conditioning? Is that good? You know, one time, this is so funny, okay? One time, I had been working for about 10 years for a big aerospace company in the Valley and Phoenix. That's where I'm at, Phoenix. And I went to my grandfather. Now, mind you, my grandfather was an illegal alien from Mexico, okay? He came across inside of a tanker car on a train. He just jumped in that motherfucker, and he was a wetback via the trainway, all right? Not across the river, okay? That's how hardcore he was. So I go to my grandfather. I'm like, oh, Tata, blah, blah, blah. My job is so stressful. Wah, wah, wah. I hate my job, blah, blah. And my grandfather just asked these simple questions. So simple. He said, Mijo, do you work outside or inside? I said, well, I work inside the office. And he says, is there air conditioning? And I said, yeah, there's air conditioning. And he says, do you stand up or do you sit down? And I said, well, I sit down at a computer. And he looks at me really hardcore. And he says, don't ever fucking complain to me again. And that's when I realized we have it so easy. You go from air conditioning in your house to air conditioning in your car to your office. You spend time. You get paid to sit in the office and do bullshit work, right? Half the time you're wasting time. I know how it is, right? You're not really being productive. You're just doing whatever your dumb boss tells you to do because he's some hot shot who thinks he knows everything when you've been there longer, you know? It's horseshit. And we all put up with that. We all do. Why? Because we want the money, all right? So how do we get from money all the way back to freaking magnetic fields? Well, let me tell you. We're all living in a magnetic field. We all have magnetic fields. Everything around us has magnetic fields, right? Even the trees that are cut down to produce the paper that produces the paper money has magnetic fields, okay? Do you see where I'm going? Rocks have magnetic fields. Metals have magnetic fields, okay? So, if you can figure out the resonance at which these magnetic fields vibrate naturally, then you can start tuning yourself to that vibration. So if for example, if your goal in life is to have a fat, huge diamond ring, well, guess what? All diamonds have a similar resonance. If you can learn how to be around a small diamond ring, you can learn the resonance of the ring and you can attract bigger rings. And this can be true with any application at all. If your desire is to have cars, well, what you do is you get in on a small car you can afford, you learn all about that, and then you start trading up. Because guess what? They don't tax your appreciation of classic cars. That's why all the rich people do it, is that they're just plussing up their money every year and not getting taxed. They sell a car and they buy a car. Boom, boom, like that. Never saw the money, dude. Because that's laundering for rich people, okay? So what am I saying? Everything has a vibration and resonance, and if you resonate yourself to that vibration, you can attract those things. Whatever that is, okay? Whatever you want, you just resonate in that way, and it'll come to you so easy. But you have to let go. Like, you have to really let go, and it's called let go and let God, right? And what this means is you let go and you realize that this is all a giant master plan that the Creator had put together for us. Like, we're just like on the playground, and he built the playground. So what I'm really trying to get at is I'm at 9 minutes and counting, and that's episode number 1. Manifest your reality, baby. It's all over. Boom.